showtime, folks.
Jason.
Here we are, Saturday, April 11th, downtown Garden Grove.
Hi, welcome. Welcome, Performance Passport travelers. Tonight we're here at the Gem Theater in beautiful downtown Garden Grove, and we're going to be seeing The Last 5 Years. The Last 5 Years was a Jason Robert Brown production around 2001. It was on Broadway, starring people that we've seen, like
Norbert.
Norbert Leo Butz, B-U-T-Z, Norbert Leo Butz. So, and we got to see earlier this year, we got to see Jason Robert Brown showcase these tunes. So it's always a great night here at the Gem Theater, especially when it's a media gala night, which we've been invited to, and it should be a lot of fun with the it's a very small cast. There's only 2 people in the cast, and it's a very different kind of a story in the sense that it's a love relationship, kind of meet and greet and marry and so forth, but it kind of goes in different poles, starting from the end of the relationship for the woman actress and the beginning of the relationship for the aspiring author. So it should be a great night. I'm looking forward to it. Good material, always a real strong performances here at the Gem. In addition to Damien Lorton being the director, we have Mr. Hayden Magnum as the principal lead, Jamie, and we have Catherine Hayes, I think her name is, as the principal actress. So it should be a lot of fun.
Let everybody know they could pick up their tickets by going online to thegemoc.com.
One More Productions.
And it's running now through April 26th, I believe.
Yeah, this is one of the black box productions. It's a short run for only 3 weeks. Just opened last night on Friday. So this is week 1. So make sure you get your tickets right away.
Hurry.
They say love is a story with a beginning, a middle, and an end. But what if you could see it all at the same time? Meet Jamie and Cathy, 2 young creatives navigating the highs of success and the lows of heartache in New York City. He tells his story from the first spark of romance. She tells hers from the final goodbye. 5 years, 1 marriage, 2 perspectives. Watch their timelines collide in a breathtaking explosion of emotion featuring the unforgettable score by Jason Robert Brown. It's a story of breaking apart and holding on. Experience the raw, intimate brilliance of The Last 5 Years. Now playing April 10th through the 26th at the Gem Theater.
And we're rolling. Okay, it is April 11th. It's a little bit after 10:15. And we just got done seeing The Last 5 Years at the Gem Theater in Garden Grove.
Mm-hmm.
And like we talked about before, this was written and the songs were done by Jason Robert Brown. And it's basically a kind of story of his marriage, his 5 years.
Yeah, his 5-year marriage, all the way from when they first met to when they divorced.
Yeah, it's an emotionally powerful and intimate musical about 2 New Yorkers in their 20s who fall in and out of love over the course of 5 years. The show's unconventional structure consists of Cathy, the woman, telling the story backwards, while Jamie, the man, tells his story chronologically. The 2 characters only meet once at their wedding in the middle of the show. It is widely considered to be Jason Robert Brown's masterpiece. The Last 5 Years is a Drama Desk winner and named one of Times Magazine's 10 best shows of 2001. Tonight's cast featured Courtney Hayes as Cathy and Hayden Magnum as Jamie. And so
They both did great.
the musical direction was by Damien Lorton, but he wasn't there tonight. And
No,
Nicole.
our MC was Nicole today.
Yeah.
It was very nice to see her, because
Yeah.
usually Damon is there with his sparkly shoes and his brooch, and
Yeah.
It was good to see Nicole.
And musical credits, we had Nick Bravo, once again with the piano conductor with a 5-piece band, and that was really noteworthy because it was really nice to hear the 2 cellos and the violin and the
instrumentals were quite nice.
Yeah, it was really accented nicely. Tickets for tonight was $35, and
so it's a bargain. People come out and see this very talented
$65
group.
club and under, and military as $50. This was gala night for us. We were invited to gala night, and so we had bottomless champagne and charcuterie.
It was really quite nice.
Yeah,
it was,
so 1 hour before
it was nice to be able to see and meet up with all of the staff. You know, they have their volunteers. They were all so gracious, and so thank you again to Damien and Nicole and Dan for inviting us to be part of the gala night. It's fun to talk to some of the patrons as well. So that was really sweet. The show. Let's talk about the show.
The show it was a very, what was really interesting, like what Nicole talked about, was they just got done doing Hairspray, and I think they had a cast of 32. That's what I thought. I said
32.
And this next one here was only two
people
performers,
plus the musicians.
Yeah,
but you never see the musicians. They're in the background.
You never saw them, and so it was a very intimate performance. There was not much in terms of staging. Yeah, there was just to the left, stage left, we had a bridge. Yeah, the actors went over and through many times, and then we had like a little boardwalk on the stage right. So and they basically just talked and walked and sang, and not even much dancing. It wasn't even
not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. They danced during the wedding reception.
Yeah,
that was it. And it was very low key because at that point the timelines merged, where Cathy was going back from the end of their marriage towards the beginning of the relationship, and James was going the other way from the beginning of the relationship towards the end. They met in the middle during their wedding sequence.
Right.
So it's good to be aware that this is going to be a 2-view perspective, because I did hear during intermission some people behind me, one of the gentlemen was just like, I'm a little confused. Well, I was just like, oh, okay, I understand that.
I think that is the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
I think it's bad enough having 2 different perspectives, but when they're going in conflicting ways,
right?
You know, when one's starting and one's ending, right, and you start going in reverse.
And yes, and plus that also gives you that life antithesis, you know, where you're just like, that is how life is. You could start in the beginning in the same place, but depending on your life's experience, you may be going through different things. Even though you love each other, you're just still deviating. And that's what was happening with this couple.
Yeah. Well, I thought, first of all, kudos to Courtney Hayes and to Hayden Magnum.
Yeah, you guys are great.
They were fantastic.
Very talented.
Man,
very talented,
like I said,
people.
When you do a Jason Robert Brown musical, what is expected of you is phenomenal. The heavy lift you have to do to sing and belt out and sing very detailed, heavy data concentrated word, a lot of verbiage, and they go from really quiet times to really loud times.
Right.
It's asking the ultimate from a singer's perspective.
Right.
Yeah.
And wasn't James Robert Brown an associate of Sondheim?
Yes.
So he very much has a little bit of that style where it's very verbose, very. If you pay attention, you will hear a lot of detail. I
paid attention, and I still didn't hear. I mean, it's like the first thing I want to do is go and see the Apple production of it,
read the lyrics,
and see the lyrics. Right? You know, I want to see closed caption because there's so much going on there.
Now, I don't think the movie version has the music. I don't think the stars sing it.
I think they do. Or would they have Anna Kendrick and Jordan Jeremy?
Yeah, I want to say I don't remember that part.
So I think it's
maybe I saw something else. Yeah.
So this was hard to watch for me.
Mm-hmm. But I know that you don't like that going backwards or back and forth scenario.
Yeah,
situation.
But this is almost a novelty that I thought, did they have to do this backwards, going in different planes to make this work? Could it have worked just having ping-ponging back and forth in the straight direction?
I think he wanted to add the conflict and the confusion of a marriage in trouble.
Well, I think you could have done that within his songwriting. I don't think you had to do it, I thought it was more of a novelty. And then it actually was,
Well, he did create it in 2001, so I think he's the actual person who created that.
So, I don't know if it works. I think everybody can say, yeah, this is really good in terms of this is really solid songwriting. This is really great communication of the songs through the actors. They did their job. The direction did their job. The lighting did their job. The sound. But in storytelling, does it really? Should you have to study up to see a musical to understand it? What I kind of felt a little bit. It kind of felt like Hamilton to me a little bit. The very first time you see Hamilton, you're kind of like your head spinning because
there's a lot.
There's a lot going on, and I kind of felt this the same way. Like I'm trying to remember, like are they in Cincinnati? Are they where in New York? And I'm trying to keep it straight. I thought it was very disorienting, and so.
Well, I didn't think that, but I don't know if it's because I kind of knew that ahead of time.
Well, I kind of knew it ahead of time too. I saw the wiki, So, but still, just the execution and trying to keep it straight in your head, I thought it was kind of hard to keep track of, and I thought it was kind of, at least at this point, kind of gimmicky, And I reserve to change my opinion. I'm going to watch it again, listen to but maybe I'm not mature enough.
And Nicole did say in the beginning, this is one of those special black box sessions where it makes the audience come out thinking. There is something definitely that they want you to
Well, here's the thing that
review.
I think that comes out thinking that I took away from it is I thought he was kind of a jerk. And so
yeah. Obviously, he cheated on his wife.
But he was also a jerk. Like his career was first and his life was second.
He did not take her into consideration. That is very much a very...
She seemed like a pretty...
She was very nice.
Yeah.
She was very sweet. Yeah, she was trying to save her marriage, but he didn't help.
I don't think there was any kind of...
He did not help. And why should she always be the one to give? Exactly. And sacrifice. No, I agree. So... I like James.
No, it's Jason.
No, Jason Robert Brown. I like him
JRB.
personally. Yeah, JRB. Personally, I thought he was very charming and very charismatic when we met him and went to a show. However,
if he's anything like this character,
I would not like him. Yeah, he's a jerk. Yeah,
kind of a genius jerk.
Yeah, and it's just like, dude, you and to he had the affair with Elise. How dare you?
How dare you take that name and drag it through the mud?
Yeah, exactly. No way, man. Elises are better in this world. Elise with an I.
I reserve my right to change my vote, change my value, my scoring after we're done here. I don't have much to say.
The songs were really good. I thought they definitely told the story.
Like Hamilton, though, they had my
but
mind
you
is
do have
swimming.
to, yeah.
Tell me something you remember from the songs. I rest my point. See, that's what I mean. You're almost overwhelmed.
Yeah, there's a lot because you're telling the story.
You're telling the story,
like, hey, when she went back when she took him to her hometown, and she was there with her girlfriend who got pregnant and settled. She goes, I could do better than that. And that's part of the song. I could do better than that. Mm-hmm. And that's when she took off and went to New York.
And I'm not discounting you for that point, but that was also one of the last songs of the show. So tell me a song about the first act that you can remember.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
Yeah, I can't really tell you. The shiksa
song. You know, yeah.
Shiksa, honey.
Shiksha.
No, shiksa.
Shiksha.
There, well, sort of.
Shiksha.
No, shiksa.
Shiksha.
No, not a shaw.
What is-
Shiksa.
Shiksa.
Yes,
Shiksha.
she's a shiksa. Shiksa.
Okay. So
So he was Jewish. She was not.
she's a white goyle.
Yes,
A non-Jew.
non-Jew.
Anyway,
Shiksa.
with that said, you ready to score?
Mhm.
You should copy that one little girl's on 3. What?
Sure, why?
No, I don't want to bite that. Okay. So on the score from 0 to 1, 0 being the bad, 10 being, let's just 0 to 1. From 0 to 10, 0 being bad, 10 being great, what would you give tonight's overall performance?
7.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, I think the two leads, well, the only leads, were very strong.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not too far behind. I gave it a 6. And like I said, only because I'm a little disoriented. But I come by it honestly because I think people that said, "Oh, I get it," it's full of shit.
No, even I, who don't mind going back and forth, it was a little, you're right. And that's why I discounted it a little bit, because I can't think of all the songs.
Yeah, and mind you, those 4 points came off of from the actual storytelling. Had nothing to do with the gem performance.
Right.
One more
They were excellent.
They did everything they
And
could.
Nick Bravo and the band, fantastic.
Yeah.
The music sounded wonderful. The staging was very well done. That was done by Victor. He did a great job. Good job, Victor.
Yeah.
And it was very well done. The acting and the singing was fantastic.
My only decrease of the points is the actual material itself. And material from a
What you're saying, that from
storytelling perspective, I could appreciate the music and I could appreciate the songwriting and the lyrics, but I don't understand. My mind is swimming right now because I come by it honestly.
But that could be good.
Well, yeah, and I don't expect it to be one of those kind that you could, a Mamma Mia where you can just see it, digest it, and it goes into the ether.
And this is going to make you think.
I think this one's make
and that's what a black box show is supposed to do.
Mine is a black box right now. Thank you, Damien.
Well, come on out to the Gem here. Garden Grove is performing only through April 26th.
Stretch your theatrical. Blow your mind. Blow your mind. Take the black box and put it in your head. And
we did happen to come during a night when there was a concert going on in the amphitheater, so parking was a little tight.
Yeah, so we have tickets for Friday.
Still available.
So we'll see if we'll come back on Friday.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it goes. And if right now I have to be honest, I'm trying to think of our friends who could we get tickets to that would appreciate it and wouldn't say like, I hate musical theater. Because this is a kind of music.
Could definitely turn some people off.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
This is like Shakespeare, for theater.
Yeah, I agree.
You got to know a little bit because if you come in, as a unsophisticated, you can be really like, what the hell?
It could turn you off.
Yeah.
If you are not prepared, I agree. Has to be someone who can appreciate it and who would be willing to do some homework.
Yeah. Okay. Nevertheless, we were entertained. So.
But I love the Gem.
Yeah, we love the Gem.
So come on out and
support the Gem.
It's
a hell of an institution. We're so lucky to have such an institution in our own backyard.
A lot of talent. Come out and support live theater.
Okay. Next time. Bye. And we have speed. Okay, real fast pickup shot here. Look at this. Look at this. They were selling hot dogs outside. The Mexican hot dogs.
So the girl was grilling these hot dogs right outside the theater. Actually, I think it was for the people coming out of the amphitheater, not necessarily the Gem, but it smelled so good. Danny couldn't resist. How was it? For $8.
It probably would have been better when it was hot.
No, we waited until the end.
About 20 minutes cold here. All right.
Have a good night. Bye.
Okay, today is
April the 24th, Friday.
Friday. Yeah, we just got done seeing last 5 years again here at the Gem Theater. This is an addendum to
Our original review.
that we saw 2 weeks ago on Saturday. And so this is the second time we saw it. And in between there, we actually got to see the motion picture by Anna Kendrick and Jeremy Jordan. And so, needless to say, watching that film also helped understand the story a little easier. So, what did you think about the second time viewing?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot more. I mean, I still gave it high rankings the first time, but because I knew the storyline and the action going around the life of these two main characters, I understand it and I can appreciate it so much more. The talent in this production is overwhelming. They both, again, gave incredible performances, but I could feel the anguish. I could feel the love. I could feel the confusion, more so the second time around.
Yeah, well, the songs are definitely much more
Meaningful?
not meaningful as they sound much more familiar. Yeah, so it was easier to
It
focus on the actual lyric.
Mhm.
And
Definitely telling the story.
when you're able to understand where the melody's going, and it's easier to understand, you can focus on the lyric. It also made it easier to see the subtleties, like to show the passage of time,
Mhm.
like the paper, the watch, the ring, these little subtleties, the dress, the
Yeah,
sweater.
her hair was really flowing when she was in the beginning of the 5 years, and it was pinned and more restrained towards the end.
Yeah.
Even the subtlety of changing her shoes when she was out auditioning versus regular life.
Yeah. So, and then I have to be honest though, watching the film, they were able to give a lot more context to the timeline because it is confusing to watch it right then. And so,
Because they flip back and forth.
right. It's okay.
It's okay.
And so with that said though, it was a lot easier to digest the second time here. You could really focus in on well, we focused on performance last time, but it's just really, it was really enjoyable the second time. And I also noticed the second thing about this was how fast it went the second time.
It did.
It seems so much more faster because like I said, it was so data intensive last time that it was kind of overwhelming. And you're ping ponging back and forth between the both storylines, and one's going in reverse.
Mhm.
And so that's not the easiest thing to do. But so with that said, I found it to be I found it to be a lot more interesting and enjoyable the second time around.
Mhm.
And I might even think I might even enjoy it even more the third time around. But my feeling is still the same though. I didn't really change. If anything, I hardened even more that I thought what's his name? Jeremy, kind of a dick.
Oh, I agree. I think he was the one at fault. He was
So-
the one that cheated on his vows with Cathy.
And he tried to, write a song about,
Yeah.
it was
she
her
needs,
that
she needs to be tougher. Okay, come on, buddy.
So I
The
think
subtleties of you have to get a thicker skin, Cathy. Yes, buddy. Especially while you're out canoodling with your
You know.
agent and other people.
and that would have been nothing. I would have said,
Canoodling.
I wish I could have, like, for example, in that scene when he comes and he talks about, oh my God, I did a bad thing. I broke our vows and so forth. If they could have had like a bed there with lumps in it that looks like a person, I think that would really help because you have to really stretch your imagination if you don't know what's going on that, he just
That he
committed.
was talking to another woman.
Yeah, in
she
the
needs to
bed.
get out because
Yeah.
he has to go see Cathy.
Right. That's really hard to visualize. And I think it kind of failed, to be honest.
Yeah.
So like I said, I think that would have been nice. But like I said, maybe if they could have had extra stage hand moving around other items to give more context might have been helpful. So, but for being a stripped down version, they did a fine job.
I agree.
So
Agree. For what they had, especially for as short and as quick as this performance was, because it is a black box, so it's really short stance,
Mhm.
short viewing, they did pretty good. And I could see why they only had the two.
Actually, oh yeah, 2 performances.
Right.
The 2 events.
2 actors.
Well, 2 actors, 2 events, and
Mhm.
there's only going to be 2 black boxes this season.
Right.
So, anyway, with that said, what would you give an updated scoring of tonight's, or the engagement of the last 5 years here at the Gem Theater?
Actually, I don't remember what I gave it to begin.
I gave it a 6 last time. I think you gave it
Okay.
a 7.
I'll give it an 8.
I think you gave it a 7 last time.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I'll give it an 8 because I did enjoy the music more.
Yeah, I think
And the performance again was top notch. I mean, they really sang with their hearts.
Yeah.
It's
and
really good.
And I gave it. I'll match you. I'll say it got to an 8 too. So it gained a spot with you, and it gained 2 spots with me. So yeah, it's definitely interesting. It's an interesting musical, and that's what the Black Box series is supposed to do: is take these smaller.
And I think Cathy was an angel.
vehicles.
It was all his fault.
Yeah, I really do. She was sweet.
It's everything has 2 sides, but I think he had more faults.
Here's the thing: like, why did you marry her? Other than the novelty of being a non-Jew, why did you marry her?
I know.
I
No,
think-
because he wanted a loving audience. It was all about the ego. It was always about him.
Yeah, so it's great because it does spur in a conversation. I know that's what the Black Box series is supposed to do, and mission accomplished. Good job, Gem Theater.
He was a
and
dog.
Production. So with that, we're going to
Very
end it here,
performed, but still a dog.
and we're going to wish our best of thoughts and prayers to Damien as he goes on his procedure on Monday.
Yes.
He'll be
We'll
back.
be thinking of you, Damien, and we wish you the best. We will see you soon.
Till next time. Bye.
Bye.
As always, we will be out on the lookout for the very best performances in art to share with you. So if you enjoyed this video, remember to like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more inspiring content.